Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we are taking a look at Black Vulcan from the DC Universe Classics line, the Wave 18, and of course this is the Apache Chief Wave. So I've managed to finally get the last two figures, Black Vulcan and Bronze Tiger, to complete my Apache Chief. It took me just about a week after shooting those videos last week, I believe, to finally be able to complete Apache Chief. I knew I wasn't going to have that hard of a time collecting them, as Wave 18, was a kind of a peg warmer wave in a lot of Walmarts. And I was able to find Black Vulcan here marked down to $11. So I think that's pretty cool. It was in the clearance aisle in Walmart. So be checking some of your Walmarts and things like that, as these waves are slowly getting discounted down. We'll take a look at the bio here, since we're looking at the package for Black Vulcan. It says, a devoted member of the Super Friends, Black Vulcan's courage and character are undeniable. Although he keeps his secret identity personal life to himself, he is trusted implicitly by his teammates. Some speculate that he might be a scientist, especially since he has used his powers to spot weld electronic circuits, but not even Batman feels to investigate him. Kind of a, I would say, generic background, since we really never knew the background of these characters, the ones that they created for the show. So it's kind of like a little pseudo background. And we'll take a look at the rest of his bio here real quick before I continue rambling on. Drop the camera down ever so slightly. Hopefully the glare is not an issue here. May have to turn that off. So his first appearance is the all-new Super Friends Hour, September 1977. Real name unknown. His occupation is a hero. Basis of operations is the Hall of Justice. Special abilities: can project electricity, convert body into pure energy, fly at light speed, and can create electromagnetic time warps. So we'll take a look at Black Vulcan himself. We'll remove the package, turn some light onto our subject here. Drop the camera down the rest of the way and take a look at Black Vulcan. I tried to get him in the pose that he was in the box here. Before we get into Black Vulcan himself, he does come with the left leg of Apache Chief. Let's kind of back the camera out a little bit. So we'll take our completed Apache Chief up to this point, and we will plug in the left leg of Apache Chief, and there we go. This is going to be a very impressive figure. Cannot wait to get to Bronze Tiger next, and we will complete Apache Chief. So we'll go right along and look at Black Vulcan here. Let me pardon the adjustments here, as I got my camera all whopper-jawed. And we'll take a look at Black Vulcan. I tried to put him in the pose that he was in the package. The only accessories, other than the leg of Apache Chief, he does come with these, like, energy type wave electric bolt type of things. They're very, flimsy. They easily go right on. Plop off and on, no problem. And of course, it's all the standard DC UC articulation. No big surprises, although this leg does feel a little stiff here, but everything else works good. As you can tell, this leg is a little loose in spots. It kind of wants to fall back down. But most of my figure is pretty good. Get into the face sculpt of Black Vulcan here. Good detailing work. These pieces are kind of glued on, and mine were bent really funny from just being in the box. So I've been working on trying to get them as straight as I possibly can. Good face sculpt on Black Vulcan. I do like it. Simple but nice painting on Black Vulcan. Now, one of the things about Black Vulcan, I assumed back in my younger days while watching the Super Friends that Black Vulcan was a real superhero. I kind of took it for face value that everybody was, But after a while, I started thinking about, you know, El Dorado and Apache Chief and even Samurai a little bit, that they kind of seemed made up. But I believed that Black Vulcan was a real life, well, not real life, but a real DC comic book superhero. As I punched the camera there, he kind of resembled Black Lightning a little bit to me. I thought, I wonder why they didn't use Black Lightning. I wonder who Black Vulcan is. And that is the exact reason why he is so close to Black Lightning. Hanna-Barbera could not get the licensing for Black Lightning, which is kind of amazing that they had a hard time getting that from the creator, but they got all the other licensings for the Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Batman and Robin, Wonder Woman, and all of those, but the creator of Black Lightning wasn't wanting to let Hanna-Barbera have the licensing to do the character. So to have some ethnicity in the group, they wanted to have a black superhero. So they wanted a Black Lightning and chose to create their own Black Lightning character, and we got Black Vulcan. A lot of the same power sets as Black Lightning, although he could do more things with electricity than what Black Lightning could do. So I think I said Black Lightning. We got Black Vulcan. And I'm thinking, you know, Black Vulcan, live long and prosper. So every time I heard that, I just thought that was weird, unless there is electric term for, you know, the word Vulcan, which I'm probably sure there is, or I don't know why you would call him Black Vulcan. And that's kind of one of those two. Do you really have to put the word black in front of a character that's black? They had Cyborg in the Super Friends, so I guess I didn't understand why they just didn't have Cyborg full time. So it's not like they call Superman White Superman. This is, I was always like, is there a White Vulcan? So, but Black Vulcan was a character that I always really liked. Again, because I assumed, well, he's wearing a mask. He looks like he's more in a superhero outfit. Although I think it's funny to be completely covered up in the waist and then you have bare legs here. But nonetheless, in the 70s, it just kind of worked. If you have Robin running around in green tights, then he almost looks like he could be some type of wrestler. But Black Vulcan was a character I always, you know, very much liked in the show. I thought he interacted really well with the rest of the Super Friends, so I always kind of thought that he was a real DC comic book superhero. And I would even try and find comic books with Black Vulcan in it. I kept running into Black Lightning, so I thought, well, maybe they had to change his name for some reason. And it just worked in reverse. They had to change Black Lightning into a Black Vulcan character and tweak him a little bit. That's why he doesn't have a secret identity, because they didn't want to get into all of that type of stuff. They just wanted a representation of that type of a character. And I thought he worked really well, and he was my favorite of the 4 that were created for the Super Friends. And I believe he is the oldest of the 4. That Black Vulcan, I think Black Vulcan debuted in one episode, and then the next episode it was Samurai. So they were both basically created right around the same time. The other 2 came a little bit later in the cartoon series. I think Apache Chief was next, and then El Dorado finally made his appearance. So this is kind of a quick little short review. I like the character. I think he's going to look really good standing with the rest of my DC UC figures, and plus being able to have like a Super Friends type of a setup is going to be very, very cool. So hopefully you've been able to pick up Black Vulcan. Like I said, all the standard DC UC articulation, blah, blah, blah. We know all that already. Very good character. Most of all the joints are very good. Like I said, this leg is a little loose, but not bad. He does stand on his own. And he did come with the left leg of Apache Chief. So we have one more figure, and we will be able to complete Apache Chief, and we will do his review then. So, as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues signing off and saying we will see you guys next time.